blueberries. Absolutely not. When you look at a label, you've got to speak label talk. What that means is if you see the words blueberry bits, and that's on the ingredients list here, that means no blueberries. Blueberry bits.
Yes, it does say. So blueberry bits means no blueberries.
No blueberries. Pick up another brand.
Let's just understand this now. You have to tell the truth when it comes to whether or not
nutrient claims. They can't say low fat if it isn't. They can't say high fiber if it isn't.
The number of calories has to be exact.
Has to be exact.
You can go to jail for lying on that.
You sure can.
But you can advertise to a fare thee well and deceptively so on the matter of ingredients.
Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, they can say they've got it and not put it in the package.
Okay, what else do you want to share with us?
Take a look at this. This is a popular spaghetti sauce, Prego spaghetti sauce.
Yes.
And if you look at the top here, it says it's made with fresh mushrooms. But one serving of this spaghetti sauce has this much, 1/7 of a mushroom.
So this jar has that much mushroom?
A serving, if you ate the entire jar, you'd end up with 1 mushroom.
Oh, I see, I see. So they are able to say they're telling the truth. It does have a mushroom in it.
They sure do.
But you got to look for it.
If you're buying spaghetti sauce and you want a mushroom spaghetti sauce, my advice is add them yourself because it's microscopic mushrooms in the ones on the shelves.
Made with fresh mushrooms. Who wouldn't want to buy that? All right. We're making lots of friends here, Jane. Go ahead. We're
All
listening.
right, while we're on the subject, take a look at this product. This is Lipton's Golden Sauté Chicken Broccoli Angel Hair Pasta. Well, we cooked up a box, and this is what we found.
This is the broccoli.
1 tablespoon of broccoli pieces in the entire box.
Is this the box?
That's the box prepared.
All
That's
right.
what you're getting. But this is even worse. Take a look at this name again. There's no chicken in there. It's chicken fat. That's what they're adding.
So very cleverly, they're putting attractive buy me words on the box.
Absolutely.
Mushroom, chicken.
People are trying to eat a healthier diet. They're trying to eat more fruits and vegetables and whole grains, but you're getting gypped.
Okay, what else you got?
Okay, this is another product that looks like a great substitute for Twinkies. Low-fat, raspberry-filled angel cakes. And if you take a look inside, it's exactly the same color of raspberries. But once again, you're not going to find a single raspberry in the entire cake.
These are real raspberries. Here's the dyed, the ingredient there. You're saying that is not raspberry?
That's sugar glop that's been dyed red to look like raspberries.
Now that sounds like an out-and-out lie, though.
Well, let me show you the trick on this package. If you see the word flavored next to any ingredient on the label, right here it's listed next to raspberry.
Right.
That means you're not going to get much, if any, of that ingredient.
Well, it says artificially flavored.
It's artificially flavored, but the flavored is the word you want to watch out for.
So once they say artificially flavored, they don't have to deliver the raspberry, but they can put the word raspberry on the box.
Exactly.
What is going on here? All right, lean cuisine. Tell me.
Lean cuisine, chicken à l'orange, popular dish. It says with broccoli and rice, and the box advertises it as containing more vegetables. We took a look. Here's the dinner.
Here's the dinner.
You got 1 tablespoon of broccoli, 1 teaspoon of carrots in the entire entree. You'd have to eat 3 of these entrees to get even 1 of the 5 to 9 servings of vegetables you should be eating each day to lower your risk of cancer.
Look at this. Look at the carrots here. I mean, that's almost, you know,
nothing.
A carrot bunch would last as long as your Tabasco sauce.
With frozen dinners, you're not going to get many vegetables. We recommend you add 2 or 3 servings yourself.
All right, and the lemon poppy seed.
This again, another
Betty
one.
Crocker product.
Sun-kissed lemon poppy seed. Look at the lemons on the package.
Right.
And there isn't a single lemon in any of these muffins.
The Pioneer All Fruit.
Okay, what do you think the difference is between these 2 products? This is Polaner All Fruit, spreadable fruit, and this is plain old Polliner red raspberry jam.
I have no idea.
Well, if your supermarket's anything like mine, the only difference is the price. You're going to pay more for something called All Fruit than you are for something called jam or preserves. This is sweetened with grape juice.
Yes.
This is sweetened with sugar, but your body's not going to appreciate the difference, so you're spending extra money for nothing.
Now, you obviously have taken very seriously this whole issue of nutrition, and all of us are getting more. We're pumping iron, we're running, we're more concerned. don't you get discouraged when you see this kind of marketing deception?
This is terrible. We've asked the government to stop this kind of deception. If a company's going to tout its product as containing healthful ingredients, they should tell you on the box how much they put in it. And if they didn't put any in, they should tell you. But in the meantime, it's up to people to read the fine print on the package. That means if you see the word flavored next to any ingredient on the label, assume you're not getting much any of that ingredient, and you can always check the ingredients list. If you're looking for broccoli and it's way down there after salt in the ingredients list, you're not getting much.
Well, Jane, we thank you for this presentation. We have other things that we will share with this audience, but and as you've heard, we're already on the table now with the vegetarian life versus meat in moderation. We'll also talk about the product Procter & Gamble claims is fat that will not make you fat. I mean, it is to potato chips and other foods what aspartame was to soft drinks. This, and incidentally, the FDA is, as we speak, reviewing Procter & Gamble's effort to get the government approval for this particular discovery. It's 25 years old. They've spent $200 million on it. We'll talk about it. We're going to have varying opinions about it. And this audience, healthy as it is, clear of eye, well-conditioned, and bright, will get their own questions in just a moment. Thank you very much. All right, David Sharp, we're back at you here. You, again, are, I want to say, our associate nutritionist at the Center for Science in the Public Interest, a colleague of Jane Hurley's. And just first of all, Lester, that's true about P&G, isn't it? P&G's had this now for a long time. Let me tell you everything I know. Lestra passes through the system without being absorbed by the body.
That's right. That's right.
So you don't get fat.
That's right.
So you get the fat taste, but you don't get the fat.
That's right.
Hooray!
Sounds great.
Oh, we'll go out and munch. We can get all we want. We get potato chips, popcorn.
We're only true.
Well, tell me. Well, first of all, you can't tell the difference, can you?
Well, let's see. You want to try?
Yeah. I don't know what's what.
You don't know what chip
tell me.
No, that could be a regular chip. It could be one made with a Lester.
Oh, this has garlic in it. All right. Good basic garlic. Here we are.
Try that one.
See what's on ESPN. You want to pass a can of beer here while we're... Well, you have two different kind of chips here.
Yeah.
I like the second one better.
Well, that's the one made with a Lester.
Really?
Yeah. It really is remarkable. If you taste them over time, you just can't tell the difference between a chip made with a Lester, which has no fat calories, and one made with regular fat.
Do you want to help me with the anatomical profile of this? What is it? What is it? Is it larger?
It's a molecule that's too large to be absorbed, so it just slides through our body and out. And we never absorb it. We never use it for calories. But that causes two problems.
Tell me.
One of them is it flushes nutrients out of the body. As it works its way through the gastrointestinal tract, it pulls with it fat-soluble vitamins. Those are vitamins A, D, E, and K, vitamins we need to live.
Right.
Now, Procter & Gamble realizes this, and so what they've offered to do is to fortify Olestra with those vitamins, put enough in the Olestra so that even if you lose some as it's going through your intestinal tract, you'll still have some left over to be absorbed.
Well, aren't they also making the case that we don't always have, most of us don't have potato chips at our meal, and our meal gives us these vitamins, and so as long as we're fortified with them, you know, eating cholesterol is not going to have a long-term effect on our bodies.
Well, that's what they say, but their own data shows that most people eat their potato chips during a meal. I mean, when you go for a sandwich, you often get a bag of potato chips with it. They want to put it in crackers. You get crackers with your salad.
So the cholesterol serves as a flushing effect for all the other vitamins that you really need.
That's right. Plus carotenoids, beta-carotene, some ingredients in plants and vegetables and fruits that we are now finding are very potentially beneficial to our health. Right. Those are also dramatically depleted from our bodies by cholesterol.
Let us not lose the drama unfolding here. We have one of the most respected and largest retail food companies in the world. I speak of what we used to think of as the soap company, Procter & Gamble. Have a lot of food products out there. Walk into any, and they are in a multi-million-dollar game here of trying to get the FDA to approve cholesterol for, what's it called?
Olestra.
Olestra for them. And here you come saying, no, 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 it's going to flush our body of real vitamins.
Well, you know, as a dietetic professional, my concern is also safety of a food product. And we have to be concerned about the consumers, not just for a short period of time, but for a long period of time. And I think right now, FDA is examining all the scientific data.
Right.
So I think we should put science in the driving seat. Let science tell us how good it is, because I think they have supplied the data. You know, there is a place for fat replacers. There are different kinds of fat replacers. And we've had nutrition trends survey that showed people are looking for taste. You know, it's making,
obviously, yeah. That's
you know,
what the fat
people
is.
want to look to get that, you know, oral sensation of fat in their mouth, or the food tastes good. And if food is tasty and low in fat, then people are going to be compliant.
Well,
people will be able to change behavior. So I'm still waiting for the FDA to tell us, because
yes.
they have the data and we need to know.
This audience should know that Procter & Gamble has sent us a multi-page report of significant number of highly regarded professional nutrition experts, medical people, to say that this is a good idea. Nobody's going to drop dead for taking it.
We have looked at the data, and scientists all over the country have looked at the data, and many of them have concluded that we should not be putting this in our food supply at this time. And they have written to the FDA urging them not to approve this. The data, Procter & Gamble's own data, shows that it depletes the body of these nutrients, as well as causes intestinal problems.
I bet you probably agree with all this, Dr. Barnard, do you?
The Procter & Gamble product, I agree completely with what David has said. It doesn't just do all of that. It causes what we call a leaking syndrome, meaning that fat is not absorbed. It's got to go somewhere.
And so there is an anal exit that's not
you don't want to eat it
for
at the
some
wrong
people,
moment.
And they claim that they have adjusted the formula in a way that prevents this. So Procter & Gamble is not unfamiliar with all of the complaints that have been registered, but they have not been cross-sectional. They have been isolated complaints, and they're saying, hey, we think this is a good idea.
But the worst of it is,
you do-gooders are coming down here and you're telling us not to do something that the people want.
The worst of it is it reinforces the taste for fat rather than help you to get away from it. Similar Olestra today means you're more likely to have the onion rings and barbecued potato chips tonight, even if the Olestra is not there. It reinforces that taste. What we need to do is to help people to break their taste. And we found people will adapt just about any kind of dietary change, given a couple weeks to make the change, and that's what we ought to be doing.
Well, I am impressed with your zeal, Dr. Barnard. When was the last time you had a candy bar?
Well, first of all, I don't want to say that I'm necessarily opposed to candy bars and so forth. If you look at what
Long
are the big...
time, huh?
It's probably been since medical school. But I grew up in a cattle ranching family and flipped many a burger under the Golden Arches myself before I decided to change.
Are you welcome home now?
My parents became vegetarians.
Really?
Actually, yes.
Cattle raisers became vegetarian?
Yeah.
Really? Did they tell the Beef Institute they did this? I mean, you know.
And anybody can do it, but it takes about 4 weeks to get used to it. And when you learn how to take that ground beef sauce off the spaghetti and put the marinara sauce on top, sounds like a small change.
It is
Yeah, I agree. You know, anybody can do it, and provided you know how to make it healthy. It is a wonderful style of eating, so if you plan to be vegetarians, you need to know how to do it.
Unsaid, but certainly appropriate to mention here, the United States government spends a lot of money on subsidies, keeping the old cattle on the hoof, and the grazing is very expensive per square foot. It is an amazing thing, but boy, we love our meat, especially us men, if you know what I mean. Holy cow, what time is kickoff?
Until the impotence arrives, at which point you don't like it so much anymore.
And we'll be back in just a moment.
My attitude changed, my life changed.
She says her miracle mushroom cured cancer. Wonder Drugs, fountain of youth or dangerous gimmicks. Next, Donahue.
Sir.
Yes, I dispute a little bit what they said about this meat. I think it's a body metabolism by an individual. My family grew up on pork. We cure our own bacon. We make our own sausage. My dad is 89 years old, no cholesterol problems, no heart problems, and he has bacon, I would say, 5 to 7 times a week, and it's only half fried. And,
kind of moving around, is it?
No, I'm trying to say it's home cured. We cure our own. We make our own bacon at home, smoke it and everything.
Well, that may be the difference, too. And can we agree there's a difference? Is there not a difference between cured pork and a New York cut sirloin.
Well, if you're talking about pork, the more you cook it, the better, because what is in pork? It's protein mixed with fat and the occasional parasite and so forth in there. Now, but I think the question is a legitimate one, that there are people who do all sorts of risky things. We all know the George Burnses of the world who are drinking and smoking. They don't seem to get ill. The majority of smokers